Yeah, we were at the practice, and we finished the practice, and Pat Stapleton comes in, and he was our coach and GM at the time, and says, in the dressing room, he says, "Hey, guys, I want to see you in the office, blah, blah, blah. Go home, grab as much stuff as you can, take your equipment. You guys are gone." "Well, where are we going, Coach?" "We don't know yet. Just be at the airport at 2 o'clock. Equipment, here's some sticks, and whatever clothes you can put."
Well, hold on. So were they trying to keep it a secret, or they just didn't know, or what was going on? I didn't hear.
No, there was a bidding war between Edmonton and Winnipeg.
Oh, okay.
And no one was sure. And I think if you ever get Gretz on there, he'll tell you that everybody thinks it was a backgammon game, but it wasn't. It was just, and Bobby Hull tells this story to Wayne, that I think it was Rudy Pillis was the GM, and he went to Bugatti, or got the owner of the Jets at the time, said, "Hey, listen, what do you think about this kid? We got a chance to get him, right?" And Bobby says, "Grab him." Okay, I played with him. You got to grab him. He's got potential. And Rudy Pillis is going, he's 17 years old. He's skinny. Who knows what he's going to be? And besides, they want to give the goalie and Peter Driscoll, who at the time, the year before, scored 50 and was a tough guy, right? He could fight. Right. So we don't need a goalie, they said. And so I don't know. And Bobby, to this day, will tell you, he fought like hell to get Wayne to Winnipeg, right? So Edmonton comes in, and they're willing to take all three. But Winnipeg, it was just a battle. So they said by 2 o'clock, who's ever got $250,000 in the bank, that's where you're going. So that's why Whitey said, "Be at the airport at 2 o'clock, then we'll know where you're going." Okay. Wow. Well, we get to the airport, and there's this little Lear jet. I don't even know how we're going to fit the stuff we brought, because there's no undercarriage or nothing, right? So we load everything up, and still we're not going there. We're sitting on the tarmac. Okay. It wasn't a cold day in November. It was night. Indianapolis gets pretty good weather.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cut to the chase. About an hour later, the decision is get on the jet and make a flight plan to Minneapolis. Okay. Oh. By the time you get to Minneapolis, we'll know. So sure enough, we get in. We all our stuff. We got equipment. Gretz is sitting on the cooler that had our beer and sandwiches. Me and Drisk are in the back. So we take off, and we're just still climbing. We're not even at the altitude for cruising. And the pilot door opens up, and literally looks back and says, "All right, who's paying for this?" And we're all looking around going, "What do you mean, who's paying for this? Obviously, wherever we're going." The pilot says, "Well, we don't know where we're going. We're going to Minneapolis, and they'll tell us." "Well, then you'll get – no." I said, "Well, what happens?" He says, "We're going to have to turn around and go back." So
I didn't hear this. Right?
I'm being the oldest, right? So I make a corporate decision and says, "All right, do you take credit cards?" And the pilot says, "Yeah." And he brings out the old swiper, So I give him the card. And it's a Toronto Dominion, okay? And gives it back. I sign it. He gets his copy, gives me my copy and my card back. And I'm just staring at the damn thing, right? And Peter Driscoll's sitting next to me. We're having a beer. And he goes, "What's the matter?" He says, I show him the total. And I can't remember, but I think it was like up to $7,000, $8,000, okay? Really? Now, first of all, remember, I'm only making $35,000, sure. Okay? This is 1978. Yeah. So, long story short, he says, "Well, again, don't worry about it. Wherever we go, we'll pay for it." I says, "Yeah, but do you think they'll check my credit card?" And he says, "Well, why?" I said, "It's got a $500 Canadian limit on it."